Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about a life principle that seems simple, but has a huge impact on our relationships and the world around us. That is carefulness. Carefulness in words, and carefulness in actions. In the rush of modern life, sometimes it's easy for us to say careless words or act hastily without fully considering the consequences. And as a result, we can unintentionally hurt the people we love, cause unnecessary misunderstandings, or negatively impact our work and relationships. Today, we will together explore: be careful what you say and do. Avoid hurting others. Recognizing the importance of carefulness in everything and how to cultivate this. Making it a part of who we are to live a meaningful life and avoid causing sadness to others. Dear friends, for young and middle-aged people in America, this stage of life often comes with many responsibilities and complex social interactions. We are building careers, nurturing families, raising children, and participating in the community. In all these roles, our words and actions have a huge impact. A careless word at work can affect relationships with colleagues. A thoughtless action in the family can hurt your partner or children. Carefulness not only helps you avoid regrettable mistakes, but also builds trust, respect, and lasting relationships. According to social psychology studies, transparency, consistency between words and actions, and the ability to empathize with others' feelings are important factors in building trust and social connection. Conversely, lack of carefulness can lead to long-lasting negative consequences. Carefulness brings no regret, an older generation says, emphasizing that being careful from the start will help you avoid worries and regrets later. So, what aspects of carefulness in words and actions help us avoid causing hurt to others? We will go through 10 important things that you can learn, practice, and apply starting today. The first aspect, the filter of reflection, is think carefully before speaking. In everyday conversations, especially when emotions are high, pausing and thinking before speaking is incredibly necessary. Why is thinking carefully before speaking important? Because words have great power. They can build or destroy. A careless, thoughtless word can deeply hurt the listener, causing unnecessary misunderstandings. Example: at work, when receiving an email that makes you angry, instead of replying immediately, take a few minutes to calm down and think about how to phrase your response professionally and without causing hurt. In the family, when arguing with your partner, instead of saying harsh words in anger, take a deep breath and think about how to express your feelings more constructively. Every day, before commenting on social media, think about how your words might affect others. How to learn and practice. Practice meditation or deep breathing techniques to increase calmness. When you have a thought you want to express, ask yourself, is this true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Practice being silent and listening more in conversations. Bend your tongue 7 times before speaking. An older generation's saying that is very true about thinking carefully before speaking. The second aspect, the compass of action, is act with intentionality. Every action we take can have consequences, and thinking about the potential consequences for others is essential. Why is acting with intentionality important? Because thoughtless actions can cause unforeseen problems. negatively impacting others. Example: at work, before making a decision that affects colleagues, think about how that decision might impact them. In the family, when planning something, consider whether it is suitable and best for everyone in the family. Every day, when driving, be careful not to endanger others. When using public resources, think about how to not affect others. How to learn and practice. Before taking a significant action, pause and think about the potential consequences for others. Try to see the situation from different perspectives. Plan complex tasks carefully. The third aspect, the mirror of understanding, is cultivating empathy. The ability to understand others' feelings and perspectives helps you anticipate and avoid words or actions that could cause hurt. Why is cultivating empathy important? Because when you understand others' feelings, you will tend to behave more sensitively and respectfully. Example: at work, put yourself in the shoes of a struggling colleague to understand the pressure they are under. In the family, try to understand why your partner or child is feeling sad or angry. Every day, when interacting with strangers, try to see them as people with their own stories and emotions. How to learn and practice. Practice active listening. Read books or watch movies about different life experiences to broaden your perspective. Try to put yourself in others' shoes in everyday situations. The fourth aspect, the ears of insight, is active listening. Truly listening to understand what others are saying, not just listening to reply, is essential to avoid misunderstandings and inappropriate words, actions. Why is active listening important? Because many conflicts and hurts stem from lack of listening and misunderstanding. When you truly listen, you show your respect and care. Example: at work, focus completely during meetings. Ask clarifying questions to ensure understanding. In the family, when your partner or child wants to talk, stop what you are doing and listen to them sincerely. Every day, when a friend is sharing something important, focus completely on them, not being distracted by your phone or other thoughts. How to learn and practice. When someone is talking to you, give them your full attention. Make eye contact, nod, and use verbal cues to show you are listening. Ask clarifying questions and summarize what you heard in your own words. The fifth aspect, the emotion controller, is managing emotions. The ability to recognize and control your emotions helps you avoid impulsive words or actions when angry or stressed. Why is managing emotions important? Because strong emotions can cloud judgment and make us say or do things that we later regret. Example: at work, when receiving negative feedback, instead of reacting immediately, take time to process your emotions before responding. In the family, when feeling angry with your partner or children, pause, breathe, and use calming techniques before talking. Every day, when faced with an unpleasant situation, try to stay calm and react in a controlled manner. How to learn and practice. Recognize the early signs of strong emotions in you. Learn relaxation and anger management techniques, deep breathing, meditation, going for a walk. When emotions are high, step away from the situation if necessary to regain composure. Too angry, lose wisdom. An older generation's saying emphasizes that anger can make us say or do thoughtless things. The sixth aspect, the sincere apology, is taking responsibility and apologizing when you cause hurt. no matter how careful you try to be. Sometimes you will make mistakes and cause sadness to others. What is important is that you are willing to take responsibility. Why are taking responsibility and apologizing important? Because it shows respect for others' feelings and helps mend relationships. Avoiding responsibility will only cause more hurt. Example: at work, if you accidentally said something inappropriate, sincerely apologize to your colleague. In the family, if you make your partner or children sad, admit your mistake and apologize. Every day, if you unintentionally inconvenience someone, quickly take responsibility and apologize. How to learn and practice. When you realize you have caused hurt, be willing to admit your mistake. An apology needs to be sincere and focus on how you caused hurt, not just justifying your actions. Be willing to make amends. The seventh aspect, the boundary of respect, is respecting personal boundaries. Everyone has physical, emotional, and time limits, and respecting those limits is a sign of carefulness and respect. Why is respecting personal boundaries important? Because violating boundaries can make others feel uncomfortable, invaded, or hurt. Example: at work, you don't ask overly personal or inappropriate questions to colleagues. You respect their time off. In the family, you respect your partner's or children's privacy. You don't pressure them to do things they don't want to do. Every day, when interacting with others, be sensitive to signs that they are uncomfortable and back off. How to learn and practice. Listen when others talk about their limits. Observe body language and nonverbal cues. Learn to ask politely about others' limits. The eighth aspect, the keeper of trust, is avoiding gossip and spreading negativity. Careless talk, especially unfounded rumors, can cause a lot of harm and destroy trust. Why is avoiding gossip and spreading negativity important? Because it shows lack of respect for others and creates a toxic environment. Example: at work, you refuse to participate in conversations that put down colleagues. In the family, you don't speak ill of other family members in front of your partner or children. Every day, you don't share negative or unverified information about others online or in conversations. How to learn and practice. Commit to not engaging in gossip. If you hear negative information about someone, consider the accuracy and necessity of sharing it. Focus on positive and constructive conversation topics. The ninth aspect, the foundation of relationships, is keeping promises and acting consistently. Your words and actions need to align to build trust and dependability. Why are keeping promises and acting consistently important? Because when you are dependable, others will feel safe and secure when interacting with you. Not keeping promises will cause disappointment and erode trust. Example: at work, you meet deadlines and keep promises to colleagues. In the family, you keep small promises to your partner and children, e.g., promise to take them out. Every day, you arrive on time for appointments. You do what you say you will do. How to learn and practice. Only promise what you can deliver. Keep track of your promises and commitments. If you cannot keep a promise, inform the other person early and explain why. The 10th aspect, the tolerant heart, is cultivating patience and understanding. Approaching interactions with patience and a willingness to understand, rather than frustration or judgment, reduces the likelihood of reacting thoughtlessly and causing hurt. Why is cultivating patience and understanding important? Because everyone has difficult moments. And your ability to react with patience instead of anger or irritation will help maintain healthy relationships. Example: at work, you are patient when guiding a new colleague. In the family, you patiently listen to your children tell long stories. You try to understand the reason behind your partner's behavior when they are struggling. Every day, when facing delays or things not going as planned, try to stay calm and understanding. How to learn and practice. Practice meditation or activities that increase patience. When you feel impatient, pause and take deep breaths. Try to look at things with a broader perspective, bringing it all together. Live with intentionality. Live with meaning. Being careful in words and actions is not just about avoiding causing hurt to others, it is a way of life. A choice to live consciously, responsibly, and with compassion. By cultivating these qualities and skills, you not only make the lives of those around you better, but also enrich your own life. A word is worth 100 gold coins. Use your words wisely and intentionally. Remember, the journey of becoming more careful is a continuous process, with no end point. Be patient with yourself and learn from mistakes. Carefulness brings no regret. Apply this principle to all areas of life. If you find yourself facing serious difficulties in controlling your words and actions, e.g., frequent anger, saying hurtful things without being able to stop, difficulty keeping promises, or if careless behavior is causing serious problems in your relationships, seek professional help. A therapist or counselor can provide tools and strategies to help you improve. At the same time, remember that you cannot control others' reactions. No matter how careful you are, sometimes someone will still feel sad. What is important is that you have done your best with sincerity. Dear friends, being careful in words and actions is a gift you give to those around you and to yourself. By cultivating carefulness, you are building trust, respect, and strong relationships, contributing to a more compassionate and better world. Don't hesitate to share what aspect of carefulness you find most important, or what challenge you face in practicing carefulness in words and actions, or any questions about this topic in the comments section below. Our community is here to share, learn, and support each other on the journey of living an intentional life and avoiding causing sadness to others. And if you found this video helpful and want to discover more secrets to self-development, building healthy relationships, and living a more meaningful life, don't forget to hit the like button, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next videos.